I want to show you a quick look at a solution to a common problem. So this is inside my dev folder, and I also have set up a placeholder folder where I need to copy my actual backup, but there's nothing in there. What we have, you'll see there's a .m file for our environment variables, and it puts the Ovation backup dir as that path. And so it says, hey, that's where I'm going to look for my backup. How I got that there, I actually managed it with dworshak. So we can say dworshak-env list, and it checks that backup folder. Now, just for quick reference, dworshak usually has a folder over here. There are separate tools. There's dworshak config, which references that config.json. There's dworshak volt, or dworshak secret, which references that volt.db. And then there is dworshak-env, which accesses your local.env file in the current working directory, unless you specifically tell it to reference a different spot. Those underscored key and volt, those are a copy from something else I was trying to see. Show you real quick just for fun. So if I say secret list, and it shows what's in there, and so that's the one that doesn't have an underscore. That's why I copied it, used an underscore to make sure it could change, and I could change it back. And there's various backup functions in there. It doesn't matter. Point is, this is a CLI tool where you can edit, maintain, list, do CRUD operations on your config, secret, and env configuration and credential values. Secret has a lot more to it. It has some vault management stuff. There's only user access to that. It's an encrypted SQL database. Anyways, neither here nor there for our purposes, because we're worried about dworshak-env right now, and we're worried about this use case here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and change this to dworshak-prompt. There's 5 libraries in the dworshak ecosystem. There's dworshak, which is really intended to be the CLI layer. I've also realized I may as well just aggregate the entire library into it and expose everything. But it's lighter weight to say, oh, just get from dworshak-prompt. So dworshak-prompt is the side effect layer that can do prompting to users. So here, this is inferred. This is the same. As just saying this. Cool. This is like setting up console in like rich console. Cool. So before I had hard coded, you've seen it, we've all done it. Hard coded some path, right? Where I said, hey, here's where my path is. But now we can use the obtain pattern right here. And this shows our results. And then we have to get our result.value. So obtain, what it does is it says, if I don't know it, prompt the user. If I do know it, store it. So check this out. Actually, I'll go ahead and say head. This is easier to look at because we got some line wrapping now. Yay, my path, screen capture, in public. All right, so this is what we had hard-coded. All right, so now we skip that stuff and we say, look, there's going to be a value in the local env. It's going to have this key. If you know it, use it. If you don't know it, prompt the user. Don't prompt them from the console. Find another way to prompt them. So that's web or GUI. Go ahead and show us what you found, and then use the value, convert it to a path, and then now all the other references will work. And I need to not hard code these, because those will be different for different people. I don't think I actually use them. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively comment those out because they're not used in this. Great. So to show you, we have a CSV file that shows all of our IDCS values. We actually don't need this. Let's make sure. Copy, control, find. This is a work in progress. This is like a single. There's actually 2 files now. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. Now that we have. Cool. So this looks at an EXP file. We can map our assets based on file type. This is the old main that we had. Great, so it goes in, looks at the graphics, looks at the SVGs, does some really basic cross-linking of what it finds in there from the target points. So just text parsing. So I'm curious to see what you have. I'm sure it's better than this. But right now I'm just trying to show off the obtain pattern. Let's go ahead and we'll let it run. Cool. Source, this is a really long folder name. Python. Cool. Great. So here it went and it found that .env value is new, false. It checks for the tree file, and because it didn't exist, it exited early. Great. Stable. Actually, that tree file shouldn't be there. Because that's something I created. So that's not a good check. Let's do that. We don't actually know if that'll be we'll do this. Just a quick and dirty. We'll call this canary. Paste. Paste. Oh, nope. Ah! Great. All right, super. Makes much more sense. Now, check this out. Here's where we get weird. Let's go ahead and save this. Canary. Check. Rather than tree check. All right, check this out. So we've got dworshak-env remove. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that value. Yes, I want to remove it. It's not there anymore. Observe. So now what's going to happen, Dworshak is going to say, all right, we have to prompt you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mayday. That's okay. We'll go ahead and cancel. And some stuff failed. That's okay. Cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's no getting it back. That's okay. Copy. Once more with feeling. Paste. Great. Now it's in there. Is new is true. If we run it again, is new is false. Yay. Heck yeah.